This is take 2 of my video number 1 on my DIYs. And so in my first one, I went through some steps that are already water under the bridge. So it isn't going to be super hard to use your imagination here. But Megan Leffler did an Epsom salt segment last month, and she talked about the tremendous benefits and actually posted the tremendous benefits of Epsom salt on its own. And so, you know, when you buy Epsom salt, you can see right on the package, it says relieves aches and pains. And so just taking a bath in Epsom salt is very beneficial at removing toxins and restoring you. Now, if we take that and we make a good thing even better, there's many different ways you can do that. And that's the reason why I decided I was intrigued by this particular title, and what this bath soak is called it's called Holiday Bath Soak for Feeling Restored. We can get so drained during the holiday season for many different reasons, and I loved this recipe. So if I wouldn't have messed up with my first video and forgotten a really big portion, you would have seen that I took a half a teaspoon and I used a carrier oil, a non-scented carrier oil. I have grapeseed oil in here. So I poured a half a teaspoon of that in this half teaspoon. Then what you do is you add 5 drops of orange, you add 3 drops of Palo Santo, and then you add 2 drops of ginger. And you mix the oils in with the carrier oil so that when you mix that all together with the Epsom salt, the essential oils are absorbed into the carrier oil, and it makes it an easier experience so that when you hop in the tub, you're not going to end up with oils attaching themselves to your body right away. It will be a more spread out experience. So the reason that these oils were chosen for this is orange is uplifting. It smells wonderful. It's often used to reduce stress and when you're feeling low. So that's a really good choice. Palo Santo, I've got it diffusing right now, and I have to tell you, it's just, there's such depth to Palo Santo. It's considered a sacred wood, and so it is derived from wood. Breathing it in has a grounding and calming effect. There is just something that happens when you're in the presence of Palo Santo. It's high in monoterpenes, which helps the body manage stress and inflammation and build resilience. So that would be why that's a good one to add into this bath soak for feeling restored. And the last one being ginger. Ginger is a warm oil. It promotes circulation in the body. So if you're feeling stiff, it really can be helpful. When it's cold outside, it can help you feel warm. And when you feel like you need to move through some stuck energy, that's a really good essential oil. And so I've got these all mixed together. And I need to do a little bit more mixing here. But because the ball jars and covers are so hard to come by right now, it had to kind of come up with a plan B. And so I've just got these particular containers, and I made these labels. And it just says Holiday Bath Soak on it. I'm not super creative when it comes to packaging, but if you put the bath salts in here and you put a label like this on the top, it does make it pop, and it does make people feel like you care about them. So that would be a great stress reliever for them to pour that in the bathtub and soak for a while and come out feeling restored. The second thing that I'm going to show you, and I talked about this last month too, I talked about how to make thieves' tea, but now how do you gift that to somebody? So this is where I had to use my imagination a little bit, because I think thieves' tea is so beneficial. So you could give this to somebody by way of coming up with, the recipe basically is 2 drops of Vitality lemon and 2 drops of Vitality Thieves in warm water with some honey. So how do you gift that to somebody? Well, I've got these little containers. You can order these off of Amazon. You can find other creative ways to do this as well, but this is what I chose, because if you see, there's a little dropper here too. So I took 2 of these, and I used these little Mylar packs. You can order these off of Amazon as well. They seal and unseal. And I put on the front of this I put my little instructions, and it says on the top, it says wellness tea, warmly from me to you. And it says ingredients: add 2 drops of Vitality Thieves and 2 drops of Vitality Lemon to hot water, and stir in a teaspoon of honey. So there's 10 drops each of the lemon and the thieves in here. So I've got my oils. How do you send honey? Well, there's a really cool option. You can order these off of Amazon as well. Excuse me. And it is Nature's Nate's. This is organic honey minis. And so what you can do is you can drop that in there as well. And I've got a cute little, what is the brand name? This is kind of a Denby mug. And I would, if I was going to gift this, I would put something in the bottom to lift this up a little higher and display it well. And I can tell you right now that if somebody gave me this and the salts, if I had salts in here, I would feel very well loved. I think that's a very personalized gift, and I think anybody would love to get these as a gift. Made with such high quality ingredients. So that really helps us show people that we care about them and love them, and adding a personal touch is always makes it a little bit more intimate. So I have one more DIY, and I hope that these are ideas that you're liking.